inches.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. On 1st and 10, Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They send the tight end Davis in motion.
Ready?
2nd and 3. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Going right back to Dotson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
On the ready.
Here's the option play now to the left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Davis. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
18 rattle. 19 tight.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Hey, check mega.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Back to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And it's taken in at the 9. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is sitting.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touch. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Throwing Jones.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. and mark him at the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here...
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
On the ball. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Okay,
The
ready?
chance of wasting this great starting field position,
Let's
a
go.
real threat. This is 3rd and
Ready?
long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. On 2nd and 10, Jones. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Jones now on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Here we go. Blue strikers. Hut.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Dragon 60. Take off.
To throw again, Jones. That's Isabella open on the right side.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
70 Tim Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Out there, set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run the option left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Out left to Dotson.
They find some open field here.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
42 yards.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty.
And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive. The Washington.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
He'll drop to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess?
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
So it's 1.